Okay, perfect. So this is welcome everyone. First of all, so this is as part of an exercise which was shared in the testing lab graduates WhatsApp group. So I think Shubham, Apoorva have something to share. So let's quickly go through what Shubham and Apoorva, who were like participants of the last batch that happened in July this month, right? Yes, Shubham, over to you.
Yes, thanks Ajay. Hello everyone. So there was an exercise shared by Ajay with respect to the OTT platforms. So what I have done is prepared one test strategy document with respect to as a generic OTT platform test strategy document. As we all know, every OTT platform has a similar feature, but some are offering some additional things. Say something like Z5 have the live TV and all those things all together, but Netflix and Hotstar doesn't provide those features as they are not having the channels and such things. So let's get started. So basically, the overview is this document is basically designed just to showcase the scope what we can cover as a testing for a OTT platform, the test techniques which can be used, and the required test environment and tools to support the testing. So mission is sorry,
So
list
maybe
out
you
all.
can collapse the left section and then increase the zoom percentage to maybe 150. Just click on that top left arrow.
Okay.
Above overview, you see an arrow. No, no,
Above
no. On the left side of the page, you see the index like overview, mission, test strategy, all of that. Right? Come to the left. No, no, no. Come down. Uh, Extreme left. You see the list of items in the menu. Overview, mission, test. Yeah. There you see that small left arrow above that. Yeah. Click on
okay.
that. Close the document outline. Now increase the zoom percentage from 100 to maybe 150.
Is it okay?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Please continue.
Yeah. Yeah. So the mission we have summarized is like to list out all the possible scenarios which we can consider for the OTT platform testing, tools and techniques to be covered for testing those particular scenarios and activities, and identify the environment setup which are needed and the tool requirement. So this document is prepared by me over the past few days. So this is the revision history. I have prepared something like this. Then what we are looking is scope for we are considering test approach, the test environment, testing tools, and some referral documents which I have gone through while preparing this document.
Mhm.
So start with basic. We have is the base functionality. So this part can be done as a part of functional testing, but I have listed down some metrics around it. So base functionality of any OTT platform, if you consider launching of the application and the points listed beyond that. So we'll go through each category one by one in the later document stage. So these are some categories I have listed down like base functionality, integrated systems, then supporting endpoints, security, performance, content management, usability, and monitoring. So these are the some broad categories or high level categories we can consider as a part of testing matrix. So going ahead, what other test techniques can be applied? So as the above mentioned categories, I have listed with respect to the techniques which can be applied to cover those areas. So here as like for functional and exploratory testing can be done at a initial level stage as we are getting a new application or something like that. So base functionality features, which are the core functionality features, need to be tested initially to just to get an insight of overall application and how one should go ahead with it. So the basic understanding will be there. Then the domain, there are certain aspects of domain with respect to OTT, like content management, integration with different third-party application or the components. Then usability perspective is the most important one, and right after that is the stress testing, like how many users are accessing and how endpoints are supporting to those particular things, like that. Going ahead, the risk, I have not much expertise on the risk factor, so I have just brought up the whatever the things I got it and listed down over there as a part of security. Then flow testing is the most one of the key feature, you can say, for the OTT platform, like user experience and design of the application plays the vital role for any user to get in must reach experience on the OTT platform. So flow testing, and then what are the aspects we can cover as a part of automation while doing the OTT platform testing. So this is the base, the approach we can, the high level approach or techniques can be applied to cover those particular areas.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so techniques part is there. Now we'll broadly see the testing activities which can be performed as a part of those particular areas which listed above. So like the part of functional exploratory and flow testing, we can categorize into the user experience testing. So what can we cover in that is like UI design. So in UI design, there are many things like thumbnails, the banners which are coming in, information, and user, basically how the user will see the UI and design components. So that particular thing is the most crucial part. So we can look at to navigation paths, the navigation flow that user should experience on the platform, like better or simpler user-friendly navigation paths with the minimum amount of clicks. User should get what he wants or she wants. So that's the main navigation path. Layout consistency, as the OTT platform can be accessed on any multiple platform or devices, the layout consistency should be there to reach user experience. Then one of the key factor is like OTT subscriptions. So if you guys are aware of Netflix, they have multiple profiles, and for Z5 also now they have enabled the TV logins and all those things with just a single, and even they have the restricted accesses for some account-based account-based scenarios. So that kind of things can be, we need to consider in testing.
So, do you also consider scenario where a single account can be used in n number of devices? What
Yeah,
is
that thing which we need to be tested, because all the OTT platforms currently which are live, most of them offers these kind of things, like even if you see small platforms like MX Player also, or Z5. Z5 I have seen, I have personally used on the laptop, TV, and on the mobile also.
Mhm.
So such kind of so these are the basic what I have listed down is the crucial aspects which can be tested or should be tested for the OTT platforms.
Okay.
Yeah. So going ahead with the user profile management is like the basic user details, like you can mention whatever username, password they have. The main factor will be like user preference for the language. They want to see the content of the genre, like what kind of a content they are looking for, and the subscription plan they are choosing. Like
Mhm.
1 year plan, 6 months, 3 months. There are different categories they are offering on the different platforms. And basically the payment plan for the, it is auto renewal and all those factors can be considered as a profile management part, which user can control by himself.
So, scroll down a bit. What is the next section?
Next section is a domain testing.
So, have you also considered about uh, the videos or the episodes that the user has already watched repeat, you might also like.
Yeah, yeah. So there is one category or the point I have mentioned, like my list or something like that. So in that, it can be a part of core functionality or maybe something is there. Yeah, recommendation, user specific on the basis of what he has liked and the preference list.
Okay.
So these things can be considered. So they what I have read about it, and actually I worked upon one small application which was just created to recommend what user can see on these different OTT platforms. So even Netflix has learning AI. So it suggests on the basis of what genre or director, actor, or what kind of movies you are watched. On the basis of that, it recommends one list to you. So that actually get as per your usage on the particular application.
Okay.
So
Have you also considered location of the user?
yeah, localization, the language and UI.
Have you considered syncing of the content across devices for the same user?
Syncing
For
as a part.
example, I am now on, say, Doom. I watched Doom 2 on mobile, and
Mhm.
I launch the same, I access the same platform or the same OTT app on a laptop or on some other device. It shouldn't start showing me all the content as if I'm a new user, right? It should start showing me
Yeah,
like.
correct, correct.
So where is that option? Have you covered that?
Uh,
Sync across devices.
Sync across as I have not put mostly as a separate point. Maybe as a user preference, maybe it can be considered in core functionality only.
Okay. Yeah.
Or
What else is there?
yeah. So going ahead in the domain. So here mostly the integration and what respect to the screen resolutions and what are the content is downloaded, which can be seen as offline or online only. So some content can be downloaded and some are not allowed, even though you are a subscribed user. So that kind of things are content management we can check. In the integration system, I have mostly focused on the API or backend part, which user can go through or be as a tester. Need to make sure that user won't uh, make feel bad over there while
So
doing
okay.
using
So
service.
that reminds me of device settings. Is that touched upon anywhere? Have you
Yeah,
considered that? Where
yes, yes. Settings I
device
have.
settings?
Yeah, I have mentioned it in the feature map actually,
Okay.
which I have done. So here I have mostly categorized it on the smaller things, and one feature map I have designed by going through the multiple applications. So whatever I saw on their UI part, what are the things they are interacting over there, which are available, which can user go ahead and check. So that part I have noted down over there.
Okay. What is there in stress testing now?
Yeah, so stress testing, I have basically taken up to the performance of the particular video streaming, the response time for the particular any request, wait time which user can get, peak load time. So if there is a new release happened on that part, so people are waiting. Like you can, for example, Game of Thrones last season, last episode. So at that time, maybe Hotstar or whatever the streaming platform it was more most of the peak loads. So at time, then hardware resource utilization, this can be considered as a part of the battery usage and all those things. Then user load.
So why have you not mentioned the word network anywhere?
Network is in network is there here. Actually, I have maintained it into the. I have
See, when
mentioned it
you're
into tools.
talking about stress testing,
Yeah, so here actually in the test environment, I have given the different test environment, network environments which we need to go through, and the networking tools actually I have mentioned network simulation tools for iOS, which you can use the network link conditioner and Fiddler and Charles for the Android. So with this, network simulations can be done.
And the resolution, whether it picks auto, it switches based on your network,
Yeah,
high
so
resolution,
resolution
low
part,
resolution.
actually I have not seen it with the automation, but maybe a user can check it by himself, I guess. Or there is maybe the, if any visual testing tools can be there, but I am not have exposure on that, so I have not commented over here anything on that. But maybe
Okay.
visual testing part or tools which they have, like applied tools have one some I see something tool, so that can be of use in this kind of situations, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Use come down.
Yeah, so then security part, as I mentioned, I'm not expert on this part, but whatever the with respect to mobile application, I found the data. So on the basis of that, I have listed some points over here which can be taken care part of as a security. So the encryption is the main thing. Then mobile application data isolation, there should be a data isolation layer or there. Strong user authentication, they have different security checks, like Amazon and Netflix has a whole set of things on the authentication part. Even they log out or after some restricted accounts users. Even Z5 does it. I
So
have
even
experience with Z.
location spoofing would be one of the test
Okay.
idea, because as you say, some content is not available in some regions, and to
No, I
access that
guess
you change. For example, in our lab itself we saw, right, Navya was
Hotstar.
not able to access
Hotstar.
huh,
Correct.
right, so you spoof the location that okay, you're not in Europe or you're not in USA. Okay, next.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That can be considered. I have not covered that part.
Okay,
Yeah.
automation for what?
So automation based, like multi-user profile scenarios. If you are logging from different, like the same use case which you suggested. So what I have experience on this, like if I have an account of 4 people on Netflix, 4 people's membership, and if I am watching a particular content and with my same user ID and password, if my brother tries to log in on the laptop and tries to watch the same content,
Hmm.
then it won't allow it.
Hmm.
But if he wants to try any other content, it allows it. So such kind of scenarios, maybe if you want to try with multiple categories like movies, series, and whatnot. So in the such cases, that can be standard flows can be created and simulations can be done over there. Then multi-platform testing, like different as even the talk which I have shared in that Netflix stability pipelines, they have categorized their test cases or pipelines in the some categorizations are done, like 30 test cases per per release or per set they run on the particular platforms or different OS, to make sure that the content which they are putting into the platform will go through the, or maybe the quality check can be
Hmm.
done over there. So multi-browser testing is like mobile browser. If you are accessing from mobile browsers, that part can be checked with the integrations with cloud device farms like pcloudy, browser stack, and other things. Web services, whatever the calls we have primarily, starting from the user management to the stream providers, that can be part of the API testing, performance load as a bitrate and all those things.
So I think automation can also be used here for test data generation. Say you.
Test data generation, actually, what they do is they do actually I have done it actually. One of the application which I just mentioned for recommendation logic they have put. So they have a different websites like IMDb and all those things. So they were getting the web scraped data from there,
Hmm.
and with the Python script, and then that data converted to one database we have put it. Then we are fetching it with the some gRPC protocols, protobufs, and then as per the user's likes and his preferences, we were showing the recommendation logic for that.
Hmm.
So such kind of things maybe can be implemented with the web scraping and all. But I guess as these platforms have heavy data with them, maybe they have a solution or design for that. I have not came across the test data solution any for this one.
Understood. Okay, good. What else?
Then the last 2 points like reporting and monitoring. So there are different kind of tools for monitoring the Android application performance analysis can be done, and the reporting part also is there. Like if you are deployed the application, after that there are some monitoring tools in the DevOps part,
Mhm.
like Grafana, Kibana. So with that the application performance or whatever the things are there, it can be monitored and reported with the alarm flags.
Did you anywhere consider ads?
Yeah, advertisement, I have read about it. So there was a server side integration of AWS that can be done. With that they manage ads on the banners with the ads, something like that. But how to test that particular thing and what section we can use for that, I was not sure of, so I have not put it. I have read about it, but I was not sure how to put it, so I have not added it, because that's the main actually. Even I read one blog over it, so they mentioned that it is the one of the key factor of the application, as they
Hmm.
have some revenue out of it. So that is the one of the thing. So I read about it, but not much of sure how to test or how to put it over here, so I have not read it.
Okay. So this is a graphical representation of most of the content that you have explained, correct?
Yeah, and the other things also, like the different apps, almost 4 to 5 OTT platforms I have explored from the UI side. So on what are the things, for what are the particular categories they are offering, so I have added all those points over here.
Okay.
So for the signing, these are the things. Then the login, username, ID, there are different possibilities of login, username, this user thing. Then forgot password is the basic thing. Then manage profile, there is basic information, choosing of the preference, choosing the genre, then adding the multiple profiles. So as a Netflix user, you have subscription for the 4 members plan, then you have a right to add or delete the user.
Hmm.
So that is the managing profile. Then
Okay.
parental control they have recently added as a kids part, even on Disney Hotstar is there also. So they have parental control, you can set up the age limit for that particular profile and that username password, so only that content is shown.
So did you? I think I already asked, but then device settings based testing. I think that is something that needs to be considered. Upgrade of upgrade testing.
No, app upgrade and those part I have not added it. So I was considering like it is the stand currently the base app, which is we are testing for the functionalities what are the going to offer or something like whatever I was seeing on the platforms.
Hmm.
And also with respect to the what are the main key factors we should consider for OTT as well as the mobile application testing. So those two factors I have considered while preparing the whole thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
And what
And
about different languages? How, if you were to test, what is your plan to test different languages?
there is a localization testing. I have read about it. I have never done that part of testing because I have never come across such application. But there are a couple of tools, I guess, as well. And if you want to do it manually, then maybe you have to spend some more time. Like Amazon just recently launched their application with the multilingual, like Hindi, Marathi also, and then 8 regional languages they have offering. So I'm not sure, but I would like to explore on that
So,
part.
did
How?
you ever come across Chaos Monkey, Netflix?
Sorry.
Did you ever come across Chaos Monkey when studying about Netflix?
Chaos Monkey, no.
Okay. Intentionally bringing down some services
Yeah, the monkey testing in the Android, I have seen it. One of the simulator blog I was reading, in that they
So
have
that
mentioned
is
there is.
different. So that
Okay.
is, you know, coming up or initiating random events to see
Okay.
how the app behaves.
Yeah, it's like the if some message is coming up or the call is coming up at that one, initiating such events which interrupt the application, and then we have to see what kind of app behavior is there. That was your referring.
No, that is on the that is it is called Android Monkey, which
Okay.
does all of this. Initiate random activities, do some activities multiple times, all of that. Chaos
Okay.
Monkey and chaos testing is where you intentionally bring down some services and see if the backup systems come up or how the application handles till where you know it does not affect the end user, that kind of a testing.
No, no, I have not come up
Okay,
with such fact.
got it. Anything else you have?
No, just a listing of tools and the environment I have.
Hmm.
So the basic setup which we can need, as if you are going through the manual part, then Android and iOS different version uh, mobile phones, then the network conditions. Then if you have a budget, then you can go with the particular cloud engagement device platforms. And these are some streaming platforms which use for the testing, like media streamers and PC mobiles, and also digital providers, which helps for the broadcasting and digital analytics. And this part is just for the deployment. And last but not the least is the testing tools which can be used. So if they have a, as most of them have a UI version also. So most of the standard flows which you are automating on the mobile side can be get automated with Selenium. Then rest assured for web service calls. These are the tools actually I know. Maybe there are some others also better than these for suitable for testing. But these are the all came across while going through the study which I have done and what I have experienced till now with the automation tools and data. So main with respect to only mobile automation, these particular Xcode is used for iOS, Genymotion for Android, and application level analysis. Firebase is the most used or maybe rated one I have seen, and AppSy I read just one on the one blog that it is good. So I have listed out those tools over here.
Okay, one last question. Did you also consider user reviews or app store reviews for test
Uh,
ideas?
Test ideas, not I have not considered as a test idea for it, but I have considered only that part that after watching, if user has a availability of the feature on the app to put at the review. I guess Amazon or Hotstar has it. They have that after watching a movie or something you can put a review. So
No, I'm,
that part
I'm
I have
thinking about the
added it.
app review itself
No, no,
on the Play Store, App Store.
no, no, not I'm not considering that.
Okay. What are three things you're super happy about this report?
Super happy is first thing I have learned a few things while creating this. One is Bitby URL. I have never used it before. I created account for this one only. I have then gone through so many articles, so found out many new terms or technologies which I have put in over here, and then mostly I have upgraded on the mind map skill set mostly. I have seen because I have not created such long mind map earlier.
Nice. What are two things you would like to improve? Given one more chance, what would you change or add on to your report?
Three things which you mentioned. One is the localization part. How can it be tested? So I can just add on the tool or approach on that. How that can be tested. Then second one, like you mentioned, the app reviews and all those parts. So what are the things which can be tested from that, or if anyone is approaching from that side as a bug or something like that, how it can be resolved. If any processor can be set up over there, so that kind of things can be improved, I think.
Okay. Very nice. Yeah, so we'll check out Apurva's report. Thanks, Shubham. I think
Yeah. So,
uh,
and one more thing last to mention that most of these OTT platforms I have explored, they don't have user manual as such. Only Netflix has it, but it's on the basic side, I guess. After that, I have not seen much. Even I have tried, but there are FAQ sections for them, but not as such manuals available.
got it.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
yeah. So that's it.
Very nice. Thank you so much for the effort that you have put, and
Thank you so
hope it
much.
was a useful exercise.
Yeah.
Right? We could as well do once in 2 weeks similar exercise on
Try to
different areas.
participate.
Right? Okay, good. So let's see what Apurva's report has. Apurva, you have a report. Will you be able to share?
Yes, Ajay. Yes, yes. That prepared. So I have considered Netflix
So
for this exercise.
your presentation is
So
still loading. Hold on, hold on. Wait. Is anyone able to see the
that's
presentation?
also network.
Network issue. Okay, so maybe what I can do is I can share. If you tell the URL, I will share. What is the URL?
Bit.ly AR OTT strategy.
Okay, so you can stop presenting. Okay, you are able to see my screen. Yeah, go on.
The presentation is not loading for me, Ajay.
But yeah, you have the document, right? So you can go through that. I will highlight where I am. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so the problem statement given to us was this to come up with a comprehensive testing strategy for OTT products. So I have considered Netflix as the OTT product and made this report. So my mission was to prepare and present the best testing strategy for Netflix. So coming to Netflix, I have given an overview of what Netflix is. Netflix is an OTT platform uh, which has online streaming service, and it is popular for that service as the user can view any content anytime at any place. So they have three pricing models in this, due to which they have gained so much popularity. That is, they are providing standard definition on single device, high definition on a single device, and high definition on multiple devices. And those multiple devices are limited up to four.
Okay.
So, what makes Netflix unique is they collect user data based on emotional analytics, and then they create this preferences, watch history, ratings, all these things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Netflix is a leader in terms of user engagement. It was earlier 2 hours of content daily that a user would engage into Netflix, but now it has increased to 3.2 hours due to the lockdowns. And coming to the technical stuff, Netflix uses Amazon EC2 instances, and they store all their content on Amazon S3, and then they convert each and every video into different versions based on the uh, video quality, audio quality, and then it's put up on the cloud. So the technology in the backend that they are using is Java, MySQL, Gluster, Apache Tomcat, Hive, Cassandra, and Hadoop. So coming to this, as this is a very wide and a very big product. So the approach that I have taken up is using MUTT and then the HTSM model that we learned in the TTL. So I would like to start with the mind map here
Okay.
for better understanding.
Yeah, I'm launching the mind map. And where did you learn the MUTT?
It was also told to us in the TTL workshop.
Interesting. Okay. So it's still loading. I'll share the URL to everyone. Can you put in that? Okay, got it. Yeah, it's loaded now. Then I refreshed and it went ahead. Yeah, you want to share something while it loads?
Yes, Ajay, this is the first time I think I have prepared a test strategy or even worked on test strategy on building a strategy. And I'm very happy actually. And I don't know like what will be the outcome of it, or I'm not worried about that. I already feel like I have achieved what I wanted to achieve, and I have dedicated like 5 days in a row. I used to sit every day at least for 2 hours to study on this. So I am feeling proud of myself that I have come that far.
Very nice. Good. So, which section do you want to go through first?
I'll first go through the context section.
Okay. It's a little difficult to navigate. Can I export it as a image or something? Yeah, go on. Now we see the mission, drivers, clients, kids, adults, old people. We are there.
Yes. So in context, we have uh, the mission, usage, and the technology and team. So I'll go one by one. So the mission or the drivers, in that we have clients. So who are the clients that Netflix supports? It's for kids, adults, old people. Problem it solves. It is seamless entertainment. That is, you don't have any breaks in between, and flexibility to watch it anywhere at any time. It gives us the multi-platform experience. You can watch it on any platform. Then the different contents that are content that it provides, documentaries, movies, series, and this is it is available in multiple genres and multiple languages. So this is the problem it solves. The value that it adds, it has curated content, it has effective pricing model and user convenience.
Okay.
Next, coming to the image of the product that the user has, it is reliable, no downtime, premium quality videos, that is 4D and HD and 4K, and it is very secure in user perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And the legal obligations that are there include that country-wise restrictions for content, then the local laws that restrict some content, then there is certain delay in like certain areas, like in certain areas the content is available early, and in other areas the same content is arriving late. And then detailed legal information, I have put up a link here. uh, we can go through that. And the competitors that it has currently are Prime Video, Hotstar, and all other regional competitors like Sony Live, Z5, and all. The business opportunity that that it has is to rule the entire entertainment industry. And current presence it has in 190 countries and 167 million subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
So why now? The rise of the because there is a rise in the OTT entertainment thing, and the trigger to that is COVID. That a lot of us were stuck, and we used to watch on this OTT platforms, and it has and the lot of uncurated content that is there outside is creating noise. So that I've put up, and the market forces. There are five forces of Netflix, which we can go through this on this link that they have provided.
Got it.
So the different personas, who all can be the different personas that could use Netflix. That a person could be a hacker, he can be a binge watcher, a fast forward user who always fast forwards the videos and watches, a slow speed user, a subtitle only user who watches it based on the subtitles, a normal user, a quick exit user who launches the videos, watches it for some time, then closes it and then resumes it, and that goes on in a loop for him. And the kids. These are the different personas that we have.
So, okay, so to interrupt you, have you considered ads anywhere or no?
Yes, seamless entertainment is it doesn't have ads.
Okay, got it. One thing which is striking and is good is both the legal obligations and then the competitors, which is good. Okay, so right now we are on needs, situations, uh, situations is good. Why is operate via a uh, key parameter where you have mentioned touch, keyboard, remote, Alexa device?
We can operate Netflix through all these input modes, right? So that should be we should be able to do that.
Hmm, hmm. Okay, good. So usage, I see that game consoles, Blu-ray players, okay, misuse, record and sell, piracy, by mistake events, wrong video play, entry to wrong profile, okay, malicious user task, usage pattern, factors affecting testing, okay, technology, nice, automation strategy, team, okay, members documentation need to interact with stakeholders, ideas. Okay, good. A survey also, you are saying you will conduct survey on like and dislike on Netflix.
Yes.
Okay. So what is this risk happened in 2012?
There was a power outage at one of the data centers, so there was a complete shutdown for a few minutes, and then again they had to put up their instances up, and it started running. So that happened as a risk, and that could be a potential risk in future as well.
Got it. And HTSM product elements. Okay, so you have explained or expanded each of it. Structure. So you got hold of netflixtechblog.com.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Collateral, legal section, playback menu. Okay, so here in the application you have expanded the features, correct?
Yes, Ajay.
Okay, calculation, time related, transformation, startup shutdown, okay, multimedia, okay, error handling, nice, interactions, control from, testability, log files, DB access, activity logs, API access, failure modes, okay, good. Uh, okay, then you have input, output, preset, maybe this is data, yes, persistent, cardinality, big, little, the noise, certificate expiry, okay, life cycle, interfaces, okay, platforms. Oh, Android minimum version is 7, is it?
Yes, Ajay.
Okay, common use, okay, disfavored use, extreme use. Changing rates. Okay. Split screen, good idea. Auto tuning to conditions. Reliability. Installability. Is the uninstall clean? Scalability. Performance. Development. Usability. Charisma. Compatibility. Security. Then the different test techniques. Okay, good. What else do you have at the top? Deliverable test items. Okay. Reporting M coaster. You will use M coaster. Okay. Okay. You have mentioned tools TM4J, Jira. What are these for? In your testing, or you are saying this is used somewhere?
Yes, to manage everything.
Okay, so to manage your testing.
Yes.
Automation checking, developer relations. Okay, Hulu Entertainment is a comparable product. Good. Engineering documents, how they test. Very nice. Shubham, did you get to how they test section? How they test GitHub repo by Abhijit?
Yeah, yeah. How they test? Actually, Rahul has shared it earlier, so I have
Okay.
just checked once on that. Not all of them, but I have checked once, one or two articles of them.
Very nice. Good. So, Apurva, what do you think? What do you like about your report?
She lost like
Yeah,
yeah.
so Apurva, I was asking, what do you like about your report?
I like everything about my report.
Okay, good. And what are the things that you will improve given one more chance?
I would dive more deep into it, and the things that I would improve is the way I'm presenting it.
Hmm. Like,
That I would like to improve. The test report that I have created, I would add few more points here and there about it and be more clear and crisp.
okay. And did you see Shubham's report?
Yes, Ajay.
Anything from Shubham's report that you would like to add or include in your report? She has left. Shubham, you saw Apurva's report. Anything
Yes,
from Apurva's report that you feel should be in your report?
such big mind map, exploring all the things, and many things she has explored it as she has taken one app and dig deeper into that particular app. So many different or thorough points which with respect to that particular even history like 2012 event she has covered and all those things, the engineering documents and all those parts. So these are the main things which I liked.
I'm not really, I shouldn't be allowed to say anything because I haven't come up with the document. But Apurva report was so detailed, like she was a Netflix employee and she was telling about the things that is happening with Netflix. And it is good.
So Apurva, you thanks Chandra.
Thank
Apurva, you
you.
saw Shubham's report. Anything that you feel you should have included?
Yeah, one thing that I felt like from Shubham's report is like he has a detailed list of like how he will be testing, like for functional testing, what all tools he will be using, for security testing, what all he'll be using. He has covered that part. I haven't covered that, so I guess I would be happy to include that as well in my report.
Very nice. Anything,
Uh,
Rahul? Yeah, go on, Shubham.
yeah, one thing I just wanted to ask Apua, are you using a single user account or multi-user account? Netflix, if you are using.
Multi-user.
Okay, so I guess there is one feature I have not noticed in the mind map. If I am skipped, they have newly introduced like you can copy a link of the group and you can chat with your teammates over there.
Yeah, that feature is actually, it was called Netflix Party. where a group of people can binge watch the same video at the same time. That came up in 2016, but for Netflix it didn't run that well because they were charging for this, and most of the people didn't come forward for it. So they were still in this, that whether they would continue that or not. So I did not include that.
Okay, okay. I just saw it last week that we can share some link with different platforms like other
Oh.
social media, and there we can have a conversations all around your favorite TV shows and movies. They said. So that's the one thing I actually noticed it last week only.
So sharing
Oh.
versus watching together. Looks like Apoorva is talking about watching together. Shubham is
Yeah.
talking about sharing and then talking about it.
Yeah, it just saying currently like share this link with your friends and they can join the conversation, and you can talk about the TV shows and movies you guys watching, something like that. Their description is something like that.
Got it. Good.
Okay.
It's in
So
profile section.
overall, what do you think about this exercise and the effort that you have put in, both of you?
I
Very
have learned.
evolving.
Sorry.
It's very evolving.
Just like testing of any product. You don't know at the start. It continues to evolve, right?
Yeah.
Good.
This was a product that we almost used it every other day, but we didn't know that there was so much background around it.
Shubham?
Yeah, so it's like the way you mentioned one thing in detail, that if you are using that product, you should test it as you have it, and then you will learn more out of it mostly. So that's the one thing I have noticed, that I am mostly used all the OTT platforms, I guess, which are currently there. Almost 5 I have explored, and in all those them there are many things or many features are different or similar. I got to notice those things which I have never gone through. Like if Z5 application, I am not watching live TV anytime, but that option is there. What it does and what are the things are currently listed over there. Those kind of exploration also I got from that. So exploring the products which we use generally out of our purpose is not there. So that exploration actually I got, and better understanding and some documentation skills I guess I have improved, because I have created first time such kind of document. I have never prepared such kind of document earlier.
Very nice. Rahul, do you have anything to share in like 2 minutes?
Nothing from my side. I think anything I would share would just be something that Apoorva has already covered. So, yeah, I think her mind map is something which I'll be looking more at. Maybe taking it as a reference and do more test strategies, exercise for that.
Very nice. And I will stop the recording now. Thank you very much, Shubham, Apoorva, for the effort that you have put in, and Chandra and Rahul for joining.